because it's not possible for us to predict the future unless we create it directly.
Sure, all the time.
Right. And not only are there bad hires all the time, but also very often we miss out on hiring candidates who would have been really good, right? And so
Sure.
this
Yep.
is what I want to
Yeah.
drill in on is if you quantify your accuracy as simply just how many mistakes does the predictor make by either hiring people who are not well qualified or not hiring people who are well qualified, right? You already are compounding two types of error here. These are false positives and false negatives. So false
Sure.
positives are people you hire whom you shouldn't have hired. False negatives are people you didn't hire whom you should have hired.
Yep.
And if you think about this, if your goal was to make sure that your false positives are low, that you don't hire anybody who doesn't do well, then you shouldn't hire anybody, period, right? That guarantees for you
Sure.
that you don't have any false
It's a way
positives.
to eliminate that risk. Yep.
Right. But the opposite risk, always hiring somebody who will do well, the best way to do that, if that's your only goal, is to hire everybody, right? So these are
Sure.
two
Of course.
polar
But that's
opposite ways to measure accuracy. And ultimately, when people think about what accuracy means, they think about ways of, imposing these, let's say, thresholds on the certainty that your predictor makes so as to balance the false positives and the false negatives.